In journeying north past the broken bridge and the towering walls of Stormvale Castle, we feast our eyes upon a legendary structure.
You've seen that structure to the north, towering over the water. That's the Academy of Rhea Lucaria, where we study glintstone sorceries.
In a church close by, we find Thops, a man who was once a student at this esteemed magical school.
Believe it or not, I studied glintstone sorceries at the Academy of Rhea Lucaria. For a small donation, I'd be happy to share my knowledge. Well, bless you, bless you. You're a true saint. My name is Thops. Presuming you're interested, I can teach you sorceries, as promised. Only, none of them are particularly great.
And though he considers himself an inadequate sorcerer, it is clear that he loves Rhea Lucaria. Glintstone sorcery is his everything, and he wants nothing more than to return there and find success.
Thank you, kind soul, for learning my paltry sorceries. I never imagined that a bluntstone like myself would have the chance to play teacher.
To our mutual dismay, however, we find the gate to Rhea Lucaria sealed with a magical barrier.
After they declared they wouldn't interfere with the shattering, the Academy cast repelling seals on the east gate leading to the capital, and the south gate leading here. As you might have guessed, the seals are still active, making entry to the Academy impossible without a glintstone key.
The glintstone key, the only way to get into the school, and Thops, being, as he puts it, a blunt stone, a failure, could never hope to recover such a thing in such a dangerous world. However, what luck he would have, as we, a tarnished, came to cross his path, and it seems for a moment that Thops might have a chance after all.
Why not find yourself a glintstone key? Without one, you can't pass through the Academy, and you'll never reach the Erdtree capital. And if you find an extra glintstone key, perhaps, once you've tied up all your loose ends, and I can be very patient, would you consider donating it to me? I know it. I'm a bluntstone. Nary a hint of talent for sorcery, but still, my place is at the Academy.
To put it simply, Thops, seeing that we're tarnished, and knowing it's our mission to reach the Erdtree, and knowing that we will most likely have to pass through Rhea Lucaria, he's hoping, beyond all hope, that maybe we'll find a second, incredibly rare glintstone key, and that we'll give it to him. And of course, we do. After fighting the dragon, we use the first glintstone key for ourselves. What use would we have for a second glintstone key? And when we happen upon one, in the rafters of the school no less, we immediately think of Thops. Perhaps we are simply curious. Perhaps we just want to do the right thing. Because after all, Thops did tell us about the key in the first place. And though he was of no actual help in obtaining it, it just wouldn't sit right if we withheld this man's dreams from him. And so, we make haste. We return to Thops, bearing a wondrous gift.
Are you certain you're willing to give your glintstone key to me? My, oh my. Thank you. Thank you dearly. Now I can go back to the Academy to resume my study of glintstone sorceries. And the very stars. Thank you dearly. With your blessing, I will depart for the Academy of Rhea Lucaria. Perhaps one day you'll pay me a visit? Who knows? I may be a decorated sorcerer by then.
You've done it. Mission accomplished. Look at how happy you've made this guy. The joy he must have felt seeing his fleeting wish come true. His desperate request of you answered with a kindness, and his impossible task fulfilled. Perhaps we've finally managed to do something good. In a genre of games where so much bad happens to the NPCs, this time we've done it right. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Oh yeah, Thops. Huh. I completely forgot about him. We should really go back and visit him. Maybe he's learned some new spells, maybe gained the respect of his peer. He dies. He just dies. How could this be? No wounds? No marks of any kind to tell a story? Just dead. What kind of NPC questline is this? No. There's gotta be something, anything, some kind of clue, some kind of closure. Miyazaki, why? Did they have the intern do this quest line? Did they just forget about Thops and then they're like, oh, well, no story can have a happy ending in these games. We gotta kill him. I mean, he's perfectly healthy. It's like Voldemort VaatiVidya him. I'm sure it wasn't this guy. I mean, even Thops could fend off this guy. So what was it? Radon poisoning? Heart disease? What? There's no sorcerers around. What, are you telling me that they killed him and then ran back to their marching? How? How did he die? We need Thops in the DLC. Someone. How did Thops die? No. Get out of my head. Stop. Can't be true. Who approved this? No. And thus ends the most shallow NPC questline in all of Soulsborne history. A man who got locked outside of his school, sat in a ruined church, and then got let back in, dies of literal happiness.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Well, maybe it is stupid, but it's also dumb.